This is the Anastasia Glow Kit. The Ultimate Glow Kit, it dropped last week. I believe it's $45. Don't quote me, but I believe it is $45. And I really do like this palette. I'll say that off the bat. First things first, let's just hop on and just see some swatches really quickly before I actually hop into my full review of this palette. So you get 6 colors. In the normal glow kits, if you are familiar with the glow kits, you get 4, but the pans are actually bigger on those. So this is nice to get 6 smaller pans, but still, you know. So really quickly, let's go through and I'll show you the swatches for each of the 6 colors in the pan. So now that you've seen the swatches, you may notice that I actually have on my face here, actually this is the second time I'm filming this video, so that's why you're seeing it. You were supposed to see me actually apply this, and I didn't blend it because I wanted you to see the pigmentation. So on this cheek, I'm wearing the color Golden Dawn, right here, and on this cheek, I'm wearing the color Amber Gold. So this is Amber Gold, this is Golden Dawn. As you can see, very, very pigmented. So let's start with the cons of this. The first thing we're going to say is that the palette is, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, there is a lot of fallout in the palette. So tons of fallout, which is something you're not going to see with the other Anastasia palettes. Those palettes, the glitters are very finely milled, so it's just, you're not going to see fallout. The second thing I'll say is that these swatch really, really nicely with your finger or with brushes, particular brushes. Whereas with the other Anastasia Glow Kits, you can pretty much use any brush and you'll get nice pigment. It'll come on really nicely. But with this, the better brushes to use are the actually Anastasia A23 brush. I'll put a link in the description box below where you can purchase it. Or any of these other, like I have the Sephora brush that I like to use. I've got this Morphe brush. I'll put links below to each of the brushes that all work with this, as opposed to using like a fan brush like this. I just think that it applies better with any of these kinds of brushes. The last thing I'll tell you about this as far as a con goes, or may not be a con, is that, like I said, did I mention, I may have already said this, but the glitters are actually really big on these. So you're not gonna get that finely milled like everyday highlight that you will with the other palettes. This is, for me, an evening palette, going out palette. The formula is a little bit different. If anything, I would say these are softer than the original highlighters that Anastasia does in the other glow kits. So it's a softer texture, so if you drop it, it lends itself to crumbling more easily. In fact, I did drop it and I had to press this white one down, Snow down again. Other than that, I'm happy with it. I like it. I think it's worth it. If you like to glow, then get this palette for evening, for the holiday, for going out, that kind of thing. But if you need something that's more universal, like every day, then you're gonna wanna stay away from this palette. I really like it. I would recommend it. And that's my review. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.